Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? I want to talk about my origins in this video, where I came from, and the stuff that I'm made of. I came from a gambling town. I grew up in a trailer park. I always had a bicycle, and that was the best thing I ever could have received in life as a gift. I always wanted a better bike, obviously, because the better bikes were just built better, and you could do better tricks on them, and you could go faster, easier. I got into BMX racing when I was about 6 or 7 years old. My brother was a BMX racer, and I looked up to him a lot and wanted to be exactly like him. So I learned about competitiveness in life early on with BMX racing. I struggled in school the whole time. I lived in the same town I was basically born in. I lived in that same town until I was almost 20 years old, until I joined the military. And I graduated high school at some point and joined the military. But in between 6 years old and 20, a lot of struggles happened. I lost a lot of friends. I gained a lot of friends. I gained a lot of enemies. I got in fights. I got jumped. I had jobs. I had shitty jobs like Little Caesars and retail jobs. I persevered, and sometimes I had no friends, and sometimes I had friends, and sometimes I had girlfriends, and sometimes I didn't have girlfriends, and I just stayed with my hobbies when I wasn't grounded all the time. My parents were divorced when I was about 6.5 years old, and about a year and a half later, I had a stepmom come into the picture that thought I should live in my room for the next 8 years until I put her in a hospital, and I got sent to juvenile hall because she was trying to take my bike away one day. So that's what happened with that. Then I got my own apartment when I was 14, and I didn't have to answer to anybody. My father, I guess, but he didn't live with me. But I still had to go to high school, so I ended up dropping out a few times, going to summer school a few times, and going to night school and trying to make up for all the lost time for all the mistakes I made. But I had lots of friends sometimes, and I liked high school. I didn't like the learning part. I didn't like to read. My parents used to punish me by making me read. They knew I didn't like it, so it was a punishment. So naturally, I grew up hating reading. But I read enough to do the book reports and to graduate high school. I tried college for a while. I finished some college credits in the military, and I accomplished that. And I even tried high school. I tried college again about 5 years ago, and it wasn't for me. I went to a community high school, college, and I took a couple courses, and I think I passed 1 out of 2. But where I'm from was a very poor place. I got to visit people in my family that had more money than my father, and that was awesome. And they would buy me clothes and shoes and bicycles, all the things that I really needed the most to have status and to make progress in life. And they would teach me, the most valuable thing that my relatives gave me is they taught me valuable lessons about trimming my fingernails and how to introduce myself and all this type of stuff. My grandfather was probably the most important person in my life. He was like the biggest leader he was like the king of the family, and nobody fucked with this guy. Nobody fucked with this guy. Nobody did. My whole family was scared of him. And not because he hurt anybody, but just because of his stature, the way he composed himself, and the way he handled his business. And I always looked up to that. And all his sons and daughters also looked up to him as well. My father's a decent guy. He's a hard worker. His name is Thomas. He's a mechanic. He's a good guy. He made a lot of mistakes when he was a young man. But I think a lot of young men make mistakes, and now that I'm older, I can forgive that. But he did make tremendous mistakes with in his life, and it's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. I got my hair cut today because I think it's important. Grooming is important. You gotta groom, guys. You gotta brush your teeth every morning, and you gotta get your hair cut and trim your fingernails and stuff. It's important to do that. It's good to make good first impressions, and I just want to talk about where I came from. Regular town, gambling town, full of gamblingaholics that would sell their car to do another bet, and I learned right away not to gamble. Gambling's a bad idea, but I had a pretty good childhood overall. I mean, I miss my real mom. She shouldn't have dipped when she left when I was 6. She never came back. Basically, that's basically what happened. So that put a lot of scar tissue on me, and. But, you know, I forgive her as well. She was a young mother, and young adults make mistakes. But I do have family members in my life that I talk to that I appreciate very much, and they know who they are. And I don't really have a lot of friends, but I have associates that I work with that I'm friendly with, and they help me. They help me out at work and setting new records and building myself up and getting stronger. I got this new job. I've been working for like 3 months, 4 months now. I've been working this new job, and I'm getting stronger at it. It's a physical labor type job, and I really love it, man. I love being social with people, and I love working hard, man. And I love bettering myself, and I love challenges. I broke a new record today, and I'm really proud of that. All right, guys, that's where I'm from, and take care. 1.